this means this, that means that.
Mm-hmm.
And I
So would you can remember anything?
I always became I became the greatest Spanish and Latin student.
Hey.
Pass on my BJC, O level and A level Spanish and Latin.
Okay.
And
You remember anything in Latin?
Quivis de virtute loquitur, vex quisquam virtutem praestat.
Oh yeah.
Everyone speaks of virtue, but not everyone practices virtue.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you know, a lot of people like to tell you,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
lot,
Okay.
lots of folks like to tell you how you should conduct yourself, how you should behave, and things like that. But they themselves, there are very few people would demonstrate and show examples. You know,
Yes.
Quivis de virtute loquitur, vex quisquam virtutem praestat.
Okay.
Everyone speaks of virtue, but hardly anyone practices virtue. And okay, esse agnes Dei, behold the Lamb of God. You know, and
Okay.
as aspis, restless, prosperous, forward, upward, onward,
Wow. You have
etc.
it down pat.
Latin. Now, Latin is considered as a dead language, but it's not really dead. It's very much alive. It's just no longer spoken
Yes.
on a large scale and
Okay.
things like that because many languages came from Latin. Spanish, French, uh, Dutch, German, etc. came from Latin, and many English words are derived from Latin. And then, you know, in law, you know, for instance, habeas corpus. You may have a body, meaning you're holding someone illegally and unreasonably, and you should release that person, habeas corpus. You may have a body, you know, and
Okay.
things like that. Affidavit, you know, he, she, or it has sworn to something. You know. Oh, by the way, I got into teaching. I taught for 8 years.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna
After
ask you about that.
finishing,
Okay, so your career, so you got in the
after
career of teaching.
uh-huh, after coming out of St. John's, after getting my 10 out of 11 BJCs, 6 out of 8 O-level GCs, and 2 out of 3 A-levels. And I was 18 then. I went when I was 11. From September 69 to June 76. Spent 7 years there. I was 11 when I first went to St. John's College. And then after the 7 years, I was 18.
Okay.
And right out of high school, right out of St. John's, I started
Okay.
teaching. I went and taught for 1 year at H.O. Nash Junior High School.
Wow, that's
At
good.
that time, the principal was E.K. Minnis, Ellison K. Minnis.
Okay.
And I spent a year there teaching Spanish, having not been to
College or
in
anything?
Bahamas or
You were
anything.
good then. You were good to get a job there. Teach Spanish.
After that year, after that year at H.O. Nash teaching Spanish, then I went to COB as a trainee teacher. Then after college in Bahamas, and I taught 2 years at C.H. Reeves Junior High School on Robinson Road, and then another 2 years at T.G. Glover Junior High School,
Okay.
red and white, and then 3 years at GHS. And GHS had all the grades from 7 to 12.
Okay,
The other
okay,
junior,
that was
the
good.
junior highs only had grades 7 through 9, as far as the BJCs. And my students in Spanish used to get got the highest grades. I got the most passes in
Wow.
BJC passes in Spanish. You know. However, after that 8 years, man, that one was over. You know, in fact, I had not intended to teach for all that time. I was just at first I initially intended to just teach for another 2 or 3 years and then move on to something else. But I ended up spending 8 years
Okay.
teaching, you know, and it was good. And many of my students these days, when they see me, man,
Yeah,
they be glad to see me.
Of course.
And you know how children go. Some of them were very rude and disgusting, and you had to corporally punish them.
Yes, of course. You're a teacher.
You know, and now very few of them held it in as a grudge against me. But you know, some of them, one of them who became a policeman, he saw me and he greeted me, talked to me, good man, and told me, man, with Rhodenwhalt, he told me he saw why I used to have to discipline him and
yes.
everything, and he appreciated it.
Of course.
And yeah, and I think he gave me even $5 too. You know? you know, and it was nice. It was
Okay.
nice, and I when I was in Form 2 at St. John's, there was the school song. One Mrs. Ritchie. I think yeah, Mrs. Ritchie. You teach music and other subjects, maybe language and literature, and she taught us the school song. We were a true blend of hearts
Of
with one
course.
common goal, and she needed someone to play. Well, if no one could play the piano, and while she direct and taught the school song to the whole assembly of the
Okay.
school, well, she was